Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today we're going to continue painting Marvel Crisis Protocol, but we're actually probably nearing the end of the Marvel Crisis Protocol painting journey, as I've only got, well, after today I'll probably only have about 15 of them left to paint, so, oh, Buxo, up and at 'em today. Unlucky, mate. Oh, COVID got ya. Wow, crazy. It's doing the rounds again, back again with a vengeance. You and me both, mate. Uncovidable over here. I don't remember what colour is his colour of the D's on his chest. Are they black? So I'm on a bit of a rampage. I know they're red as well. Alright, interesting. On a bit of a rampage when it comes to MCP friends. We're just cutting sick. Yeah, I've got 62 models painted now, and I've got 90 that I plan to own. So, yeah, not far off being completed. 90. It's just absolute monumental painting destruction from the big fella. Just been on a tear. Yeah, so the last Daredevil that I painted was a Daredevil called Shadowlands Daredevil. So he's actually uh, a bad guy who works for the Hand, or he's the leader of the Hand, following some storyline. This one's the Matthew Murdock that we know and love. Certainly that I know and love. Grew up watching the Ben Affleck fucking movie. And then, of course, in recent years, the Charlie Cox version of Daredevil on... Yeah, this is the one that thanks She-Hulk. That actually happened in the comics, I think, or they certainly dated for a while in the comics, is my understanding. I quite enjoyed She-Hulk. I thought it was a good bit of fun. Given that this guy is just pretty much all red, I don't think we're going to be spending an awful lot of time on him today, so I thought we'll start MODOK. But yeah, for those playing along at home, we're 62 models deep. Yeah, I didn't really know how to feel after watching the finale. I was like, what is happening? But on reflection, I thought, yeah, I liked it. Fun. Not every show or film needs to end with earth-shattering consequences. But I can understand people that were like similar vein to you. It was out there. G'day, Sammy. So not sure how many I have done since last stream, but it's a sizable chunk. I've only kept a couple here to show off, but maybe I could go grab some more. What colour do I want to highlight this with? I've been using a lot of green recently and it's been pretty awesome, but I think we'll just stick with this. It really does, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does suck. I've watched a couple of things this week, so I'm up to date with Willow. If anyone hasn't watched Willow, it's going for not quite as serious toned as I thought it would, which is probably a good thing, and it's enjoyable enough. And then I've also watched the first season of Mythic Quest this week, which is on Apple TV, and is also quite enjoyable. So Mythic Quest gets a green light from the big demo. Yeah, Severance was tremendous. Ted Lasso is obviously one show that I've raved on about, and yeah, I've heard good things about SEE, and a few others, but so far it's just been Severance, Ted Lasso, and Mythic Quest for me. But no doubt I'll find something else on there. G'day, Nurgle Matthew. Exit light. Enter 9. Take my hand. We're up to Neverland. Yep, I heard that was pretty good. G'day there, Minimancer, if it isn't one of my favourite legends back. I got this panel line of stuff. Let me have a read of it. Is this an enamel product? What is this? May cause plastic to become brittle. Panel accent color. Mineral spirit. Do not apply onto enamel paint. How long does it take to dry? Doesn't say. Yeah, so Rocket's off on a European jaunt for a few weeks. So me and the little man ruling the roost. Which is nice. Okay. You know, I haven't used any matte varnish on this as yet, so... I probably would have been more concerned if I used a gold. Yeah, Swinno streams. Yeah, he said he's going to try and do it a little bit more in the new year. Stream a bit more. One of the greats, old Swinson. I think I even said on this very stream a few years ago that he was the only good American painter. Well, I've been proven correct on that front. Eric Swinson, I think, is all you need. Yep, there you go. Haha. Will is also very good. But Will did not just win the Best in Show at Monte San Savino, so I think I'll be fine. Good. Twist the narrative to suit your story, mate. It's the best way to win. Hey, buddy. Hey. What's going on? Want to say hello? Poor little guy's been fucking moping around for a day and a half. Dogs obviously don't know. When people leave, what's going on? He's just like sad. So yeah, I am enjoying Willow. If you've been also watching it, I'm enjoying it. Particularly liked at the end of the last episode. Excited for where the show goes from here. Yeah, just fun. Now, for those playing along at home, there's been some pretty significant changes to the Marvel Crisis Protocol landscape in the last few days. We've had a pretty significant errata drop around Malekith, and then yesterday we also had a change to the crisis cards, which are the lifeblood of the game, what the game is named after Marvel Crisis Protocol. So pretty significant changes. So if you have been on the fence about getting into Marvel Crisis Protocol, now's the perfect time to start. Perfect time. It's a fresh rule set. Most balanced. Get amongst it. Now's the time. Now's the time. Who's to blame for this? must consult the bones. This guy's taking me 24 minutes. Yeah, I'll do some show and tell for you, as I've done quite a few of the old, quite a few of the models this week, so we'll grab them out. Borman, yeah, he's easily my favourite. Great character. Topolus. I'm doing Daredevil as per your request. Yes. And also, I've watched season 1 of Mythic Quest, which was another one of your recommendations. Very good, very good. Alright, now while that's drying, I'm going to get some models for show and tell. You did almost miss the whole thing. Alright. Yeah, I'll actually, I'll go right along with you there, mate. It was quite awesome. The two actors were so likeable. Story was beautiful. Yeah. Good shout out, mate. Dark Quiet Death. So there's Elektra. Yeah. Just a bit of fun. Ghost Rider. Probably do a little bit better job on his skull. It's one of those things, right? Do I bother? Do I just spend more time on something that looks just as cool on the table as I did? I did Jean Grey last night. I'm not loving her, but yeah, she's fine. She's fine. I'll grab some more. We did Loki. So I've got an Asgardians affiliation now. He's fine. I was pretty excited to paint the model, but in the end, I didn't quite get the gold as well as I would have liked. So, and I'll tell you why that is, because I was trying too hard to match a different gold that I painted. I'm not sure if I've shown off Bullseye, but Bullseye's done. I painted Doc Ock on stream last time. Painted Mysteria. I'm sure I've shown off Enchantress. Have I shown off Kingpin? Did I do him on stream? I don't remember. Yep. Let me read this. 3 entries in the painting competition. 1 is single winning. This competition had 2. All 3 into beginner hobbyist. Turns out you're the only jewel. So did they elevate your jewel because it was the only entry? Yep. From my perspective, the implication of a competition is that there is someone to compete against. And so if you enter a category and you are the solitary entrant, that is not a competition. That is just giving away a prize because you turned up. So I can understand the perspective of both the organisers, and I can understand your perspective as well. I wouldn't think that it would be purely to rob you of a prize. I would think it would be more around the perspective of, well, it's a competition and you haven't competed, so we need to compete against someone. But the rules of the competition were spelled out in advance, and if other people chose not to enter, that's on them, not on you. Yeah, it's a feel bad situation on most counts, mate. I don't think there's a winning outcome there for either side, you or the event. If they tricky one. So I'll talk with limited experience, but we ran the Kingdom Death. When I say we, I mean Millennia ran the Kingdom Death painting competition. I simply judged it. And we had some decisions around bumping people up into a higher category, and the reason we bumped something up was purely because we felt it was better than the category below. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the entries that we bumped up received an award. And Christoph Kovalchuk, who judged the stream with me, was of the opinion that something shouldn't get bumped up unless it is a genuine chance of receiving an award. Which one was that? Testing my memory out here, Top. Was it Arvin Mann's? Yeah, Arvin Mann's. Yep. So yeah, Christoph's perspective is it should only be bumped up if it's going to win, or if it's in contention to win an award. Otherwise, it should be left where it was. My contention was there's no point as a fucking painter for you to splash around in the kiddie pool if you are better than that. what do you achieve? The sense of gratification of winning a prize is not something I think we should be trying to encourage. I think the sense of gratification should be from besting yourself or improving yourself, which is one of the reasons why at the Crimson Brush we don't do prizes for people that come first, second or third. We do a lucky dip for everyone. So everyone that comes along and enters could win a prize just by entering. But the real sense of satisfaction comes from competing against yourself. And you've got to have a strong justification for why you're bumping something up. So wouldn't just do it willy-nilly, but yeah. But in the specific situation you're talking about, I don't think I would have bumped your thing up. Another plus for the old transparency of Crimson. Anyone who wants to know why they didn't receive an award can go and watch it. Wombat, that is just a Citadel contrast paint. Griff Charger Grey. It's very straightforward. Usually I'll let that dry and then sometimes do just a smidge of highlighting on it to get a match fixer. But I put a lot of leaves and shit over it, so you don't often see too much of it. Yep. Pretty simple. Yep. Well, these bases are really good for it because it's quite a textured surface. Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La 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 la. Alright, not a bad job for 39 minutes. Do I want to try and make the eyeballs better? No, but we will just give the skin a tiny little highlight. Cool. You can go away and get some stuff. And let's do MODOK! Alright. I've got to think about how to do this. How best to do this. I need to look at a reference picture. He's got a lot of gold. And a lot of purple. Okay. And that light is red. And the thing's purple. Alright, well, let's do the skin first. So, switch to the bigger brush. Oh, mate, I'm probably vibing a burrito today. This guy's face is just like painting a bust. Alright, might grab out my beige red for this. MODOK. I played several games this week of MCP. I managed to get 3 games on Wednesday night, which was awesome. Got to try out Spider Foes. and basically made the decision that they were fun, but not for me at the moment. That may change in the new year when a new model gets released called Rhino. But not for the moment. So we move on. We continue our quest to find the faction that I would like to stick with for a bit. Zoom in on this chump a bit. Yeah, Agent Venom and Spider-Woman look good. I think Web Warriors is firming up as a favourite for where I'll end up. But Web Warriors done in a slightly different way. Done in a big demo way. Which is to say, a aggressive version. Yeah. The next one I'm going to try is Midnight Suns. I don't really know what Midnight Suns are in the comics. Or this is beige red at the moment, mate. Beige red into burnt red, I think, from AK at the moment. Yep, Blade is the leader of the Midnight Suns affiliation. Very, very cool model. Painted him. They have a faction ability which I very much like, which is create some unexpected vectors, particularly with large base models. And I like Blade, I like Moon Knight, which are two of the core sort of models of Midnight Suns. So yeah, we'll give them a try. They've got Ghost Rider as well, which is my painted up Ghost Rider this week. Give them a try. In the end, I did not, and that is because at this point in time, I have a very large collection of display models that are sitting there not getting painted. Now, I'm confident that'll change at some point in the near future, but at this point in time, I'm not painting display models, and I don't like having more than a certain number of figures sitting there in my pile. So I gave it a miss. it is probably one I'll regret and look for in the secondary market. So I'm hoping that that someone like Uncle Bucks bought 2. Know a few people who buy 2 just so they can sell 1. The chumps like me. Yeah. Yep. Spira. Ah well. Someone will have bought 2, mate. We'll just wave the celebrity. I'll just wave the celebrity wand around and be like, hey mate, I'm a fucking celebrity, I'll paint it and I'll talk about how great you are. People love that. No. I've got so many models to paint at the moment. I'm probably sorted for the next... Understand what I mean when I say this. I'm probably sorted for the next 2 years for models to paint. And you all mostly would know how many models that means. Because I've got 3 dioramas sitting there. I've got multiple display pieces that are several figures. Yeah, I'm. So when the new update came out, everyone dropped 33 ranks. So I bumped back down to the 30s. Get this, I was at 69 at the time. Didn't know it was going to happen. Else I would have fucking played a little bit more and got to 70. No, instead I was back down to fucking 30. Just happy about that. But yeah, so I'm back up to 60 now. 60? 50? I can't remember. I think I'm 60. No, I think I'm 50. I think I'm 50. Hola, gin tonico! I am very, very excited to play some Marvel Crisis Protocol this week. Very excited indeed. The changes to the game improve one of the things that I think was a problem. I've only got limited experience. I've only been playing for 2 months. But I do bring a wealth of gaming knowledge from other similar systems. And the one complaint that I was having was that you were disincentivized to take lots and lots of small models and doing cool shit with them, because the way the scoring worked, it benefited teams with fewer models. So you pretty much tended to see the same models in every list, be it Hulk, be it Juggernaut, they didn't change priority, no. So there is still an incentive to run a tall list, but with the new scenarios that they released, there is only one single extract mission. Well, there might actually be no single extracts. It might just be Researcher, which isn't really a single extract, but there's more points on offer from scenario, and they have changed every single scenario or most of the scenarios that say you can only take a single extract. You can have only one on each model. There's a couple of exceptions, but for the most part, it's one extract per model. And if there's 6 extracts on the board, it's not a game where you get points for kills. No, with a couple of exceptions, there's some affiliations that get points for kills, but generally it's just scenario. But attrition's still important, because you tend to score more points when your opponent's dead. Yeah, I don't see them changing priority in any meaningful way at the moment. And there is still a reason to play those big models. But well, what else it does is it damages the play of someone like Cat and Voodoo, who were prevalent everywhere. The extracts are all worth 1 point now. So, cool, you can steal this one extract for 1 point if you want. Enjoy your 1 point. Why do I have Into Sandman in my head? Was that the song that was playing at the end of Willow? Anyone watch Willow? Is that the song playing at the end of it? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Say a prayer, say a prayer. G'day, No Fox Given. Welcome. Yeah, that's probably fair. But I do think it is going to improve. It's my observation. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, is it time to bring back the old PB, peanut butter? Nah, I don't think so. I think we'll just bring back a little Volupus pink. The classic. Alright. I haven't brought my little airbrush out for a while. I've just been doing everything on the MCP with the big airbrush. Speed. We're all about speed. It's a HP CS and a HP B+. I think one's 0.2 and one's 0.3. So not a massive difference. You know, CS. Alright. So I don't think we're going to need too much more airbrushing. So I can probably start to fill in some other bits. Ah, broadside. What would you like me to sing for you, champion? Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave... G'day Fun SDS, welcome champion. I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. Yeah, Hugo is that someone special for me, mate. What a champion. What a little champion he is. He was sitting next to me, just... I'm living the dream, mate, living the dream. He was sitting next to me up until about 2 minutes ago. Funds. Welcome, Funds. Alright, so everything is in gold, except for his legs and that band around his head. Alright. Cool. This one might be a struggle in 2 hours, friends. We'll see. It's a lot of model. Lot of model. Thanks, Funds. I've done quite a few of these models now. Probably check out my... I haven't really posted too many on Twitter, really. I've been struggling with social media the last few months. Just haven't really posted, haven't really talked that much. Yeah, I did do Hulkbuster in 2 hours, but he was all one colour. This is 3 or 4 colours. And some cool bits that I really want to paint. I was jazzed to paint Hulkbuster. He was great. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. Okay, let's go. Tell him, Hugo. Tell him, buddy. Absolute peanut. Listen to him. What a peanut. Bark, bark, bark. Ba-dum, bark, bark, bark. Bark your barky. Okay, we're going to do some gold non-metallic metal. We're going to do it in rapid fire time. Hopefully, we'll do a good job. But no promises. Relax, buddy. Relax, buddy. Life's okay, champion. Your mum's gone. It's a good thing. We get some quiet time. G'day, Diddy. What's happening, champion? Is that bit gold or is that bit purple? That bit's gold. Oh my god. Hugo's going in to lie down in her office. What a sad guy. It's sad, buddy, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's been a while. But I'll blame you instead of me. I stream at the same times, mate, so it's definitely your fault. As in the figure, Azza, or the model in the game? No, I hear you, champion. Busy time of year for most. Oh, awesome. Promote the shit out of it in the chat, mate. Tell everyone about it. I don't know, Az. I like the face. Like, the face is a really nice detail. And, you know, it's got some good details. It's not my favourite model in the range. Big goofy headed dude, but it's not my least favourite. Perfect. Good luck, mate. If I like the models, I'll do what I can to support the brand. If I don't like the models, you're shit out of luck. Azza, TTS today, mate, surely. I know you got your game today, haven't you? Is that tonight? 10:30 tonight? 8:30 your time? I do like dwarves, mate. Not as much as Ben, but I like them fine. Or is it this morning? Maybe it's this morning. Because you're playing an American. Alright, my first step is just establishing some of the light planes. I'm not too concerned at the moment, just want to have some bits of colour. Going to use a Cygor brown, I think, just to cover up the shit bits that I missed. Then we can actually get into the proper bits of painting. I gotta tell Benny to watch that fucking Light and Magic documentary too. Remind me to do that, Bucks. Or go do it. Can you do it for me? Just go tell him, hey, Deno said to watch Light and Magic on Disney Plus. It's pretty good. Documentary about the forming of Light and Magic, the studio. So far, the first 2 episodes have been about the making of the first 2 Star Wars films with footage that I've never seen anywhere before. It's quite good. It is, Diddy. Yeah, I'm 62 models deep now. 62 of the best. I can play pretty much any affiliation I want now with a fully painted faction, fully painted affiliation, with the exception of only one, which is Avengers, and that's an intentional choice. I'm saving them till last. Not because I'm excited about playing them, but because I'm less excited about painting the models. They're all very much straight up and down. They're okay. I think they're considered the most effective affiliation at this point in time. That may have just changed. We'll see. Hey? What's going on? Alright, now we actually try and make it look like metal. I know. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillows tight, exit light into night. So I did actually, this morning when I sat down to set up my stream, I did gaze a little wistfully at my diorama and my display models. So that's a good sign. I'll probably find my way back there soon. But I do want to try and make the most of this Marvel buzz and finish all of my MCP models. I have another few coming through this week, which will take me to around 90 odd. So I'll assemble those and hopefully I'll have all of my MCP models done in the next 2 weeks, I think. Rocket being on holidays, I get to come home and paint every day. Every day's a good day when you paint. Which actually isn't that much different to when she was here, I suppose, but it makes me want to play some Snap. Makes me want to play some Snap Bucks, though. What? Today? Nice. I dropped 2 this morning, one of which was just a bad one. I just fucking played bad. Gave away 8 cubes. Fucking disappointing. Those ones gut ya. Gut ya when you're playing bad. Giving away cubes like they're going out of fashion. Fuck. Having never played Hearthstone, I can't compare or comment on the two, but I do know that 2 of my friends who did play a lot of Hearthstone are right into Snap, enjoying it a lot. I don't know if Hearthstone was pay to win or if you had to pay to do anything. I don't really know too much about it, but I have not spent a dime on Snap. And it feels like the games are short enough that it doesn't really matter. They're just a fun little diversion. that's these steps that actually matter with the old NMM friends. You can get away with it looking pretty shit up until this point. Oh, Buxo's just giving away 8 cubes. Oof, 1 point stings. Come on, Dano, fire up. You can do this in 2 hours, mate. We believe. We believe in you. And by we, I mean Hugo. Hugo and I. We believe in you, Dano. Come on, mate. Fire up, son. Thanks, Minimancer. Come on, Dano. Come on, mate. Getting this guy painted will actually be a good thing. I've really enjoyed painting the smaller models for a change, and the bigger ones I won't say I've found them mature, but they haven't been as fun. I don't know if that's because my tricks aren't working as well as I would like them to, or if they're just not my favourite models in the range or whatever. But yeah, the bigger models have been a little bit more of a chore. I've got a couple more to go. I've got Sentinel Prime, which is a big robot. So I'm looking forward to using my panel liner and some cool tricks on that. Cool airbrush tricks. And then I've got Dormammu, which is a model I like, and so I hope I'll be able to do him justice. Alright, see you, Azatoth. G'day, Jared. G'day, the Big 40. Thanks, mate. So my goal, for those who've just joined, is painting all these MCP models in 2 hours or less. So I've achieved that goal on everything bar one so far, which has been Hulkbuster. He took 2 hours and 20 minutes. But yeah, mate, this is a Winsor and Newton Series 7. It's probably on its last legs now. It's done some good work over the last few months, but yeah, I tend to smash brushes pretty quickly. But that's through use. Yeah, I'm counting that I started this at 1 hour, so I've had 30 minutes so far. This one is a size 1. Yep. And I would say I use a size 1 mostly for this scale. When I'm painting bigger scales, I generally probably use a 2 a little more frequently. You did not. It's actually going rampant up here at the moment, mate. I'm actually glad we didn't catch up then, because I cannot afford to get COVID at the moment. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright. Now we will get some actual... Yeah, I bet. Some actual gold looking effects happening now. Yeah, that sucks, mate. Hopefully you're doing well now. Lockie, yeah, this is just a gold NMM sketch, I guess. Yeah, you could call it that. I'm going to potentially do a tiny bit of airbrushing to... that's great, mate. It's wonderful, wonderful career or wonderful hobby to find in later life. Yeah, so we'll do some airbrushing to soften the gold out a bit, and then we'll use some contrast paint to make it pop, bring back the vibrancy and the saturation. Calon, no, Spanish, unfortunately. The extent of my Spanish is buenas noches and gracias, de nada. It's about all I got. Sorry. Yeah, definitely set up an airbrush, mate. It's the best. Come on, Dano. Come on, mate. Gotta keep myself pepped up. Well, it depends on what sort of water effects you're wanting to do. I don't know if you've ever read David Soper's blog. He did some really nice stuff on some water effects for his gut rot spume, but it's a very specific type of water effect that I don't necessarily think works for every model. It's not really realistic. It's more of a cartoony sort of style. I quite love David Soper's stuff. If you want more realistic stuff, Luke Towan on YouTube is scale modeler. Lives up here in Queensland, actually. Does some really great water effects tutorials, how to make waterfalls. yeah, lots of good stuff. Alternatively, Massive Voodoo. If you haven't checked out Massive Voodoo's blog, their whole tutorials section is just filled to the brim with really good stuff. Off the top of my head, they did do a water effects section. It's David Soper, Luke Towan. Luke Towan's name on YouTube, I think, is Boulder Creek Railroad, and Massive Voodoo. Yeah, Sprocket's Small World. Pretty good blog. His painting style absolutely does not jive with mine, but we always want to learn from the best. What do we think, Dino? Last one, Boulder Creek Railroad. He's great. No, not Realistic Scenery. Boulder Creek Railroad. Alright, unless you're talking about a specific YouTube video, in which case he might have done one called that. Yeah, Andy does some good stuff too. Actually, I unsubscribed a little while ago, but I'll be resubscribing again soon. Yeah, his tutorial on the Woodsman was good. Oh, Dano, what are you doing? Fucking spraying airbrush cleaner all over your model. 10 out of 10 performance. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Bring back the SATI. Saturation generation. Okay, let's go. This one is Nasdreg yellow. It's my go-to for golds. Just hits the spot. So I used red oxide from Chimera, and then I used the mixture of red oxide and warm yellow from Chimera, and then I moved into sand yellow from AK, ice yellow from AK. Airbrush was ice yellow, yeah. It's far from perfect, but it's a good, quick method for gold. I like it. Hits the spot. If you want a cleaner looking gold, you can use the Iandan yellow instead of Nasdreg. Nasdreg comes out a little bit more weathered looking, whereas the Iandan is a cleaner, brighter yellow, so it tends to look cleaner and brighter. But yeah, that's also more about technique, right? Like where you place the highlights, how scratchy you leave your blends, that sort of thing. My blends have been left pretty. What is it, mate? I haven't got one that I'm happy with yet. You know what I mean. Fucking strokes, brush strokes. Exit light. Alright. We are about 45 minutes in now. It's looking like a good possibility, isn't it? If I could give one piece of advice to any aspiring miniature painter, the advice would be this: paint more like me. But what I mean by that is, you spend so much time just focusing on the minutiae, the tiny, tiny little details. And then you put the model on a table that's fucking 15 meters away from your face. And the only thing you see is the big old blends and the big old contrast. That's the stuff that gets you. So, go ham. On the stuff that matters. That's bad advice if you're an aspiring display painter, of course. But those who've watched me display paint know that I'm still very similar in that regard. So, yeah, always use a magic mix. Always got a little bit on the palette. MODOK. MODOK. Yep. Yeah. No, it should stand out even more when we do some highlighting on it. But it's just about understanding all the values and how all the model looks with everything painted. It's very easy to go, oh, that needs more highlighting, or that looks awesome. Like if you zoomed back or fucking rolled back through this video and went and had a look at when I first did MODOK's face, you probably would have looked at the skin and gone, wow, that skin looks awesome. Perfectly highlighted, don't need to do anything else to it. But now we come back and look at it with everything else done around it, and it looks like it probably needs a few more highlights. So always important to establish all of the colors and values on a model before you make declarative statements about when something's finished. Oh, I think with these two models painted, I will have ticked over 70% of my models. It'll take me to 64 of 90. That is a lot of models painted for Marvel Crisis Protocol in the last month and a bit, friends. It's a lot. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be bringing anything this year. Normally I bring stuff like to show people my my cool collection, but you've all seen it now. But yeah, depends on if I'm going to get some games of MCP in. I'll bring some of them down. We usually play board games more so than this sort of game, but might be a different year. I know Bucks is keen to play some games potentially, so. What a morning. Oh, Vulture. One of my favourites. I'll send you my Heimdall deck, which is basically just the most fun deck to play. Just absolutely kicks goals. Well, I am absolutely getting urges to rewatch the Netflix MCU shows. Daredevil, always good for a rewatch. Haven't rewatched season 3 in a while. Actually, I think I've only watched it once now that I think of it. So that'd be good to rewatch. I've only watched Punisher once. I'd like to rewatch that. Jessica Jones. Don't know if I actually. Oh, Hugo's about to go off. You heard a dog. Is that a dog, buddy? Thanks, Cooch. We're going for a 2-hour paint job on him, mate. And we've done an hour so far. So Christmas is approaching fast, friends, which also means it's almost time for Big Dano's top 10 list, top 5s, top 10, something, of board games of the year. I know it's an eagerly awaited moment for everyone. See you, buddy. Hey, when's your game? Are we allowed to watch it? Isn't it getting commentated or something? Yes, miniature of the year and paint job of the year, absolutely. G'day, Benny. Hey, Benny, I just told Bucks to tell you, thanks for those files, by the way. They look awesome for MCP. I've been watching Light and Magic on Disney Plus. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about the formation of the company Light and Magic, Industrial Light and Magic. You may have already watched it, but it's a really fucking good documentary, and I've seen stuff on the making of Star Wars that I've never ever seen before. So, knowing what a boffin you are, definitely worth checking out, my man. Pollinating philodendrons. Fuck me, it's a funny video. Fuck me. Alright, last highlight on the purple. Then we'll give it a cheeky wash of something. Thanks, buddy. Mate, that's a hole I want to see you in. Alright, get in there. You're like the Millennium Falcon inside that fucking asteroid where there's a big mouth thing. It's from the second one. The Empire Strikes Back. After they escape from the ice planet of Hoth. Yeah, this guy's looking pretty cool. Tell you what, mate. That's the stuff. That's the stuff to get on board with. Any fucker can paint a miniature. You don't see many motherfuckers making dioramas that spin around. That's where it's at. Oh, B-dubs. 83. Thanks, champion. Aha, cool. It's good fun. Good game. Good time to be getting into it too. All right. The hair. A little bit of this. Where's my new golden brown? What colour do you look like? Oh yeah, cool. If you're listening, whoa. Sing it back, whoa. So tell me, what do I need? What do I need? Whoa, whoa. I'm spinning free. Wow. We're going ham today. There's fucking water splashed everywhere. On my palette. It's going ballistic. So I've got the explosion, the base, and some highlights. G'day, LV. That bronze girl, yes, she's an awesome painter. So I reckon we'll get this done. Thanks, mate. I reckon we'll get this done in the 2 hours. We've got a fair bit of smoothing to do, but yeah, pretty good. Do this bit first. One of my friends has followed her. I think I've seen her stuff pop up on my Twitter a couple of times. As a general rule, I don't tend to watch a lot of painting streams. There's sometimes exceptions to that, but generally I don't watch a lot of painting streams. But always interested in other content. I want to watch painting, I'll normally go watch a couple of the Patreons that I subscribe to. Oh, MCU Monday. I will definitely check that out. Get out of there. I've only been involved in MCP for about 2 months, so I'm probably not the best person to ask, but it's a little more complex than say Games Workshop style games. Probably depends how capable the 10-year-old is, I would think. There's some weird language. I don't mean inappropriate language, I just mean the way they describe some rules on occasion. It's a little bit weird. So, JK Sauce. Sure, mate. What's going on? I think gold is usually what you would go for in that instance. Silver and white are hard to differentiate sometimes. You are welcome. Alright. I'm feeling okay. I reckon we're going to do this. Whew. Fuego. Stupid orange fire. So plans for the rest of the week, friends. Well, I am back on Monday painting some more, but it's a time to be playing games with rocket off overseas. We're getting to play games, mate. I've painted 62 models. MPC, MCP and MPC figures. So weak. Yes, I have. I'm actually going to take all of them out of my display case and put them out on the table. Thank you for the bits. Get a photo of them all. Pretty good. Hey, little man. Alrighty. So, I reckon we can do some black lining now. On a few areas to create some separation. Sweet and sound for loving me. What a dizzy dance. Whoa. Nice. Oh, that's right. I wanted to add a purple. Luxion purple. This is a new one. I don't know if this is the right color. Let's have a look. Yeah, that could work. So I have a few models sitting on the painting table next for MCP. Any votes for tomorrow night's model? I've currently got Ultron, Scourge, Angela, Doctor Strange, and Clear. Doctor Strange 2 and Clear. Any votes? Any thoughts? They did two versions of Doctor Strange in the game. They did Strange Sorcerer Supreme and Strange Original. It's just a naming convention from back in the days of my War Machine days, where things used to be version 1, version 2, version 3. So that's just Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. It's a cool model, though. MODOK doesn't have any pupils, does he? He's just pupilless. Alright, black over here. G'day, Scarabost. Roughly, it is about 30 centimeters across and 20 centimeters deep. Thank you. May I ask what on earth you're doing with that information? Are you preparing a shrine to the Big Dano's work somewhere? If so, it's a bit weird, but I accept. Yeah, next one's going to be well, we've got to choose between the Cyberpunk City or the Star Signs one, the Zodiac. One of those two will be next. Cool, man. Good luck. A lot of fun. A lot of work. You will hate me, no doubt, before the end. You'll hate me very much. Oh no, we've only got 30 minutes left. I did, yeah, and I actually got shipping notifications arriving next week. Yep. Yeah, I have clear. Sitting there undercoated and ready to paint, I have Ultron, Clear, Angela, Scourge, and Doctor Strange. ATO is Aeon Trespass Odyssey, which is a boss battler style game set in a Greek mythology. Oh, Miss Marvel. Join the Inhumans. Very cool. Yeah, I might do a live playthrough. I'm keen to do a few more playthroughs, but just a matter of what we play. Got some good games out there. I'm jazzed for Marvel Champions at the moment. We've almost finished Oathsworn. I'm just waiting for Koki to get better so we can get through the last 6 or 7 missions, and I may stream a campaign of that. Could be fun. Yes! Mad Monaghan! Ba, 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 ba. You never ever ever freed a baby black robe. Then we go that way to the lake. Cool, I'll just give that a little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Jessica by my side. A little bit of Rita's all I need. Out of the way, Peck! What a classic. What a classic film. Show's been good. Oh, Hugo's found someone to bark at. Go, buddy. Get him. Get him, buddy. Yeah, classic film. G'day, CMDR ships. I'm going to guess that's Commander Shepherds. Welcome, champion. I'm not as up to speed on Photoshops as you are, Top. Come on now. We're not as cool as you. Alright, well, we've shitted in. We've done a great job, friends. Well done. 1 hour and 30 minutes. I thought this one would be a challenge, but we've shut it in. So now we get to do some fun stuff. Actually make it look good. Where should you go in Sydney? Well, there's a wonderful friend on the page here named Jared, who's much more familiar with Sydney than I am. JC Paints. Help us out, mate. Where should Commander Shepherds go? I know that the Exiles Gaming Club at Marrickville is quite good. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Depends what you're looking for as well. If you're looking for a place to play, or if you're looking for specific models to buy. Stonebeard is a wonderful sponsor of this channel. But from the perspective they don't provide anything monetarily, but it comes by sometimes. Agreed. Nothing that I am aware of. Got some plans in motion, but yeah. Got enough models to paint top. I think he's already got Ignisard, actually. I think most people did. I gave it a miss, but I'll probably pick it up somewhere along the way. Alright, I am going to do the highlighting on this gold with some of this. Yeah, I like the dwarf fine. Sheep Rider was an awesome model to paint, but I definitely like his old ladies best. Just little bits and bobs, mate, now. Since I've given myself 2 hours, I should probably use the full 2 hours, you know? It's a big model. You don't want to look half finished compared to the other ones. How are the old ladies, Ben? What have you been painting that I don't know about? Is this something I might see at Crimson, maybe? Alright. Well, I'm even more excited to find out about it now. Ah, well. Colour me intrigued. Yeah, I think I know what you're painting for Crimson. You have shown me pictures of it before. Unless you're painting something new. In which case, excellent. Alright, what goes in this little bit? It's a glowy red light. And then he's got a green... He's got a green thing there. Come on, Lockie, get in, son. Get in. Yeah, you do know I love witches. From the perspective that everyone is judged to what we deem to be standard gold, standard silver, standard bronze, yes. But I mean, you are still, in essence, competing against other people. MODOK. Good. Go for it, champion. We believe in you. I'm not judging this year, so I believe in everyone. When I'm judging, you're in trouble, though. Awesome. AOS tourney, we'll be mad. I was pretty keen on AOS for a little while there. I think the game's okay. Flipping your pillow tight. Exilite. What sort of competition would you like, Ben? Are you sure you're ready to roll with the big dog? Are you sure? You were born. I love your optimism. Let's do it. Little three-way. It's not gay when it's in a three-way. With a honey in the middle, there's some leeway. Area's great in a 1, 2, 3-way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, it's on. It's happening now. Ooh, let's get ready to rumble! Alright, the challenge is diorama of at least 10 models or more. Alright? Okay, let's go. Never let me set the challenge, mate. That's just buffoonery at the highest order. I could do a Star Wars thing. That'd be fun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is way too much pressure, Dino. That is way too much. Yeah, I think Monty's looking reasonable for definitely Bucks and I next year. I think the thought of Ben getting on a plane for 20 hours is probably not high on his wanting to do list. That's 2 done this stream. Got to be happy with that. Got to be happy with that. 3 hours, 2 models. Daredevil and this guy. Pretty good. Alright friends, well I am pleased with the outcome of today's stream. Another 2 models checked off the list. Yeah, so if you are planning on going and you have a little bit of leave to burn, I would recommend going for... Thanks, B-dubs. I would recommend going for approximately 5 weeks. The Scale Model Challenge is mid-November. And Monty is... Sorry, mid-October, and Monty is early November. So you can do a trip that catches both. It's a wonderful experience. I highly recommend doing that if you can. But if I had to pick one of the 2, I would ask a question of which is your... What's your purpose in going over there? Is it to see the best pieces and compete in the best event? Or is it to experience... the bigger of the 2 conventions, experience purchasing some cool models, because SMC has better models for sure available to purchase, but Monty is a 10 out of 10 experience that I would say is hard to replicate. Yeah, it is pricey to do it, but I recommend it if you can. Always good to check your models outside of the painting light, friends. You'll see me do it all the time, but every now and then you'll look at the model and you'll see an area where you're like, oh yeah, that needs a little bit more work. That doesn't stand out enough. Oh look, Monty would be the best from Nah, Monty shits on World Model Expo. Monty's become like this celebration at the end of the year where everyone just gets together and brings out their absolute best, and it's just wonderful atmosphere, and the experience is incredible. All right. It was okay. I actually packed them in my carry-on, so it was in my backpack. So I got to carry them around. If the event ever reaches a point where I make a profit of $3,000, absolutely I would do that. Absolutely. In a heartbeat. It isn't yet. Well, yeah. I mean, I love travelling. Travel quite a lot. Been very fortunate in my life to be able to get to travel for miniature games across a variety of countries. I've travelled to... Let me run through them for you. We did Germany in 2009 for the World Team Championships of Warhammer. So that was in a little town called Munster. And we also went to Berlin and a couple other places while we were there. I was able to go back the following year, which was also held in the same town. So we went to a few different places. We went to definitely went to Berlin that year, and I think we also went to Malaysia. Then the next year after that, we did the War Machine European Team Championships, which was held in Austria. And then we did the World Team Championships, which was held in... Where was that one held? Oh yeah, Poland. And then we did the World Team Championships, which was held in Ireland for War Machine. Both of those years I also competed in the Iron Gauntlet World Championships in Seattle. And then for Guild Ball, I flew to the UK for the Guild Ball World Champs. I qualified for that. And then I think that's it. So what's that, 8 or 9 trips? Stuff. Yeah, so I've represented Australia at Guild Ball, Warhammer, War Machine. Which is pretty fun. Yeah, and then on top of every trip there, we tacked on, you know, a week here, a week there, in a couple of different places, and then a couple of years ago, I decided I was going to do painting properly. So then I went to Monty and SMC, where I competed in miniature painting, and it was awesome. And I fucking kicked ass at that as well. No, fucking far from that. No, I won a bronze at Monty and a silver at Monty, and then in Masters, and then I also won a silver at SMC, which puts me in a category of painters that are pretty good. But I am very, very far from best in the world, mate. A few people who could hold that title, I think. Mate, these holders are the best holders you can get, and that is because they are free. The one that MODOK is on is at the top of a spray can lid, and the one that Daredevil is on and Jean Grey is on are old paint pots with blue tack attached to them. I have a red grass holder. It's a wonderful product. I don't use it. And that's because I've become accustomed to not rotating things around. If I was to have picked up a holder from red grass early on, I think what would have happened is I would have enjoyed the ability to just spin it around. But I'm so used to it being static now and having to turn my hands that I feel weird when I don't have to do that. If that makes sense. No, I didn't actually enter any dioramas at Monty, and I don't know if I would be able to travel to get there. Is quite demanding. I'd have to mail it to someone over there, I think. Fuck you, Daredevil, you are so shit. Nah, he's not shit. I love him, mate, but this fucking swinging thing keeps getting in my way. He really is. He really is the saddest boy. Alright. Great session today, Deno. You're killing it, mate. I'm so proud of you. Are you proud of me, Hugo? Yeah, I'm good, Dad. You're the best. Thanks, mate. Alright. 2 days on stream today. He's pretty shit, but I don't see myself using him anytime soon. I'll use him in one game and then I'll be like, that guy sucks. Cool, alright, back tomorrow. I should have some new models to assemble tomorrow, but I think we decided we're either painting Strange 2 or maybe Clear. We'll see. Let's go find someone to read. Little Hugo. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Live channels. Anyone painting miniature figures today? There are no channels tagged miniature figures. What a fucking surprise. Twitch sucks. Twitch sucks. What about Warhammer? Alright, Paco Exo 88 is painting. I don't think I've seen that person before. Let's have a look at what you're doing. It's been going for... Oh, Paco is Spanish. España. Layson Paints is painting some Warhammers. Oh, he's doing a bust. Oh, Paco, what a legend. What are you painting? Layson? Alright, we'll go raid Layson because I don't think I've ever raided that guy. So.
And then I also have some Tufts. I'm using the Marshland set from Gamer's Grass.
See all of you tomorrow or whenever. You're all wonderful people.
Obviously, they
Thank
say,
you for
hey,
joining me
Lord, you know,
today.
base your army, do it all the same.
Okay, let's go.
And for those of you who are wondering how I'm getting all this nice, lovely texture,